welcome back to another special episode with our boy Maydaysan. So we have MPXs on the table. So much like myself, Maydaysan is an enthusiast.
Yes.
Amongst the many guns that he has, one of the guns you say you quite prefer, you quite like.
I like it. I like the MPX, the real steel version. It's really cool. It's like an MP5 but modernized.
Yes.
And I'm a huge fan of the MP5. And then I have the MCX as well.
Yes.
But I don't know, man.
You had to collect them all.
You gotta collect them all. It's like you have an MCX, but you don't have the MPX. And plus, everybody's been asking for this for like years and years. Every forum you go on. When I remember I was searching like, MCX, where's the MPX? Where's the MPX? Where's the MPX?
Give us the MPX, give it to us now.
And here it is,
in the flesh. That's right.
Yeah.
So this is mine, and I think many of you guys who follow me on social media have seen me post pictures of it, talk about it, many different aspects about this particular gun. So it's an interesting conversation piece that we're going to have today, not just about the gun itself, but also about some of the things that we can do with our LayLax parts to help take it to the next level.
Yes.
So before we get to that, let's kind of go over some of the basics of the MPX. So it's a VFC gun, made by VFC. So the externals are just absolutely fantastic. They're
attest to that.
Beautifully made. It's solid. It just feels really good in your hand. It's great shouldering.
Yes.
All the stock accessories that came with it is just great. Hey, that's not the stock that came with it.
Nope. This is the MCX stock.
Yeah.
I love it. This is the MPX look, okay? When you think of the MPX, it's this.
That is right. So, are there any LayLax parts on your gun?
I have one.
You have one?
Yes.
Is it the bucking?
No, not the bucking. Not yet. I wish. It's the little spacer in here for the battery.
Oh, nice.
So it doesn't get shot out.
Nice. The battery spacer.
Yep.
Important things.
Don't want to get your lipo shot, especially with this like open design. That thing will get shot, especially at high FPS.
Right.
Scary, right? In Japan, it's not really going to happen. We're pretty safe here, but I can imagine overseas, it's like, woof, that's it. Yeah. So this is very important to have.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Safety.
So with the MPX then, what are some of the things that you want to achieve? Like what would you want more out of it?
One thing that I want to improve right away would be the trigger response. Especially in Japan, like you're playing very, very quick-paced CQB in terms of like, there's going to be someone peeking the corner, so you have to be able to respond to them really quickly. So trigger response, 100% want that. I also want this to be able to compete outdoors as well as indoors, right? So definitely thinking about increasing its consistency outdoors, and of course the bucking. Definitely want to change that. And every airsoft toy, gun, whatever, has the potential to be shimmed out.
Yes.
Min-max, get rid of the screaming puppy sound that everybody seems to hate. I don't mind it. It's fine.
Some people actually like it.
Yeah,
it's
like
so weird.
Like I don't mind. I don't know. Some people don't like. My tech doesn't like it, but for me, I don't mind it. But if I'm gonna get in there and get into the nitty gritty of it, might as well min-max the thing. I'm more of that kind of person. It's like if I'm gonna open this thing up, just give me the works.
Right.
Just give me the works.
That's very true.
Make it Gucci.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, accuracy, response, and consistency, and min-maxing here and there. Give it the longevity, because I'm pretty rough with my stuff. So I want it to be able to handle the Maydaysan treatment. It's like, no matter how hard I pull this trigger, no matter how hard I throw this thing on the ground, whatever, it should be able to last. And the externals are already great. So
yes, that is very true.
And then changing the spring too.
The great thing is, now we have a plethora of products that can really help resolve a lot of those issues, because it's funny, this is the first time him actually telling me what he wanted to do with his gun. So none of this is scripted. Talking about mine now. Now let's go. First thing is talk about the trigger response you talked about. So my gun has the new version 2 M4 AEG trigger that we make here at LayLax. Now, number one, it's a straight trigger and it's much lower profile. It's a thinner trigger, and the greatest thing about this, it's also adjustable. So you can adjust the pull distance and the angle So it's kind of canted backwards a little bit. So even there's no battery in here, if I pull my trigger, it's less of a take up versus Mason's. It's less of a take up and it's also a smoother, more direct pull.
Yeah, this is
So
like
here,
that.
you
This is
can
like that
give some try.
M17 kind of curve. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this is just there's no battery in here. This is just him pulling this trigger on just an AEG, set up in a way where it's very short stroke and it's really, really.
It's like
really
a PS5
smooth.
controller.
Yeah.
Like those triggers. Wow, very nice. And it's adjustable, so you can go
And it's
even
adjustable.
shorter if you wanted
You
to.
can shorten it. Yes.
Very nice, very nice. And it looks cool.
Yes, it does look really, really cool. So that should immediately help with some of the trigger issues. Then, because I know you also like to play semi-auto,
Yep.
I love to play semi-auto.
Yep.
It does have a toll on your gears.
Yep.
Especially how much you're starting to
Yep.
stop and starting to stop. And
Yep.
So I have a set of EG hard gears in my gearbox here. So it really helps me to kind of get the most out of it.
Yep.
Because I'm also quite demanding
Yeah.
of my guns as well. I like to run them pretty hard, given
Yep.
the fact that I have a gas blowback background.
Yep.
So I really drive these things pretty aggressively. So with the EG hard gears, just gives me a sense of comfort,
Peace of mind.
peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
And it just makes me feel good that I can run this thing hard and it will stand the test of
Well-
time. We use a lot of our hard gears. We sell them overseas as well.
Okay.
So, excuse me, some of my friends overseas,
Yep.
they also run like a way higher torque motor,
Yep.
11.1 lipos or Titan power batteries.
Yep.
And yeah, they'll hold up because
good.
these things, they will, unless you're doing something just god awful, unholy to them, where whatever you're doing to chip our gears and break our gears, you're
Going in hard.
you're going in real hard, my brother. But you know, yeah, these gears will really help you out and definitely help you out in the pinch.
And you combine that with the shims.
Oh, yep, that's right. So shimming
max it.
wise, now later on in this video,
Yeah.
I'll plug this in and let Mason shoot my gun.
Yep.
And then you can hear the difference. This almost has a faux HPA sound to it. It pops instead of squeals. So it's a really interesting sound, especially when you put the suppressor on here. It really does work out quite nicely. So that's this portion of the gun, the middle portion. Let's move forward a little bit.
But, yep.
So moving forward a little bit, I don't have the battery spacer. I don't have it.
Really?
I know. But I'm just going to briefly touch on it. You know it. You
Yep.
love it. I have a gate Aster in my gun. So it does help with a lot of the responsiveness.
Yep.
So I do have an Aster in here. But then if we kind of go like right here, I have a CNC hop-up chamber in my gun.
And I, stock VFC.
So I have one of our original VFC type CNC Elite Series hop-up chambers with one of our buckings in here.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, prior to me upgrading to this hop-up was not bad. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's no slouch.
Yeah.
I mean, but now with this thing, like I can shoot through consistently a distance of maybe like a Coke can or less.
30 meters.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just keyhole it. Just-
Wow.
I'm talking precision, and it's got it. And
With
it's
2 5s, 2 0s?
with 2 zeros.
2 zeros?
Because I'm playing indoors, right?
Ah,
I'm
indoors,
playing
indoors, yep,
CQB.
yep.
So if I do outdoors, then I'm saying like I can probably hit a man-sized target. Remember in Japan, we're only doing 1 joule.
Yep.
So that's about 298 FPS, 300 FPS. And maybe with 0.25s, 2 8s, pushing it a little bit.
Yep.
And I'm reaching out there and I'm being able to touch somebody 30, 40 meters, very straight, you know.
Consistently.
You won't get much of a drop off.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's only using Japan power.
Wow.
I mean, of course, you're not going to get this BB flying super duper fast, but you're going to get a lot of consistency.
Yeah.
Right? So that's this middle portion of my gun. And now moving backwards, I do also have one of our MS90 springs in here, our purple one, our violet spring in here,
Yep.
just to give it a little bit more consistency.
Yep.
I don't need it to be a super hot firing gun. This
Yeah.
is meant to be for kind of CQB tight-ish environments. If I need someone to go and reach out and touch somebody, I'll tap a teammate, right?
Yeah.
I've taken this to outdoor games.
Yeah.
I've taken this to an outdoor
Yeah.
game, and it's performed quite well outdoors as well.
good.
But at the same time, if I need a long distance shot, I'll ask somebody else.
Ask the guy with the VSR. There's
Yes.
always one. There's always one.
There's always one. There's always one. Or you ask that guy with like just an obnoxiously long M4.
Yeah.
And then you realize his inner barrel is like that.
A little tiny thing.
It's Japan.
I'm assuming you're using the purple Promi for this build.
For this one, yes.
Okay.
So
For our folks overseas, you
So
probably want to use the blue.
that's right. So for our folks overseas, if you want to build similar to this,
Yeah.
swap out. So our Elite hop-up series, Elite Chamber,
Yeah.
Elite Series hop-up chamber. Yes. That thing comes with 2 buckings.
Okay, so you have both choices.
Yeah, so you have both choices. If you're feeling frisky, you can change them out on the fly if you want.
Okay.
So yeah. So definitely give that a try. That'll definitely help you out. And then the spring and spring guide just kind of keeps everything all together.
Tight.
Yeah. And finally, I do have our folding stock, which I like very much.
Long boy.
And it just completes the look.
It completes the look. Nice like the pull.
The look. Yep. Nice. Now, Mason, the good thing about it is you live here
Yep.
in Japan,
Yes.
right? So you also get to buy a lot of real steel stuff
Yeah.
that goes on the MPX.
Yep.
I'll show you one.
Show me. You got the John Wick.
I got some nice stuff.
All right.
Be right back. Oh, and we're back. This is also an MPX, but this is the carbine version.
Very nice.
So I'm gonna put a video cutaway up here in the corner, and you can see where
So
I was
long.
at SHOT Show, and I shot the real one.
I remember that.
Yeah, the carbine version of the MPX, and it's just such a soft shooting gun, and it was set up exactly like how you see it.
Wow.
It's nice, right?
That's that Jitsuju quality.
Yeah. So we have the real steel handguard here. I'll put all the parts if you're interested in the description. Now, big disclaimer. Those of you living outside of Japan, very sorry, you won't be able to get it. But those of you living in Japan, you're watching this. LayLax is an official dealer for all of the SIG accessories. Yes. So please visit your local store and give them some support and check them out.
Very
So
smooth.
the cool thing about this is it kind of tapers towards the rear and opens up a little bit out front.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
These iron sights.
Yep. These are the SIG iron sights. So also SIG Sauer.
Very nice. Very
Up
nice.
front and rear sight. We have a Romeo 3 SIG red dot sight.
Very nice. Very nice.
Then this is the real steel SIG folding stock with a Magpul
Wow.
SL.
C, isn't it?
Stock. Yes,
The
this is
compact
SLC.
version.
That's right.
Wow, the difference in quality. Like the one that comes with the MPX is actually really good, but this is completely.
It feels very different. The locking mechanism, how solid it feels, it is just a step above.
very nice.
So I'm sure you guys that are watching in America, you can go and pick these up.
Anytime.
But sadly, you guys that are watching outside the United States and Japan, sadly you can watch. I'm so sorry. But yeah, the good thing is like we make a variety of parts, internal parts for the MPX and MCX series, and we do hope that in your endeavors you're able to juice up your MPX as well. And now enough of me talking. I'm gonna hook this thing up, and I'm gonna let Mason take a couple of pop shots out of it.
Let's do it.
And let's see how he likes it.
Okay.
Be right back.
All right, guys. So we have my stock MPX, and let's give it a little whirl here. iPro on, and no one in front of me. You see, it's not bad. You know, you get the cadence there. And that's just with a 7.4, right? Fully charged 7.4. I'm sure if you could somehow fit an 11 in here, it'd be a lot better, but not bad, not bad. Now, Mr. Marck Sensei, Gucci boy. Let's see what all the hype is about. Here we go. All right, ooh. That shoulder stock is nice. Okay, here we go, here we go. Let me just the travel distance is not like It's a completely different animal. What the? What? And the thing is, you don't hear the gears. You don't even hear it. It's just the piston. It's just the piston. What is this? Is this gas blowback? Oh my gosh. Okay, full auto is not unrealistic. Oh no. Lock up. $7.4 lithium ion, lipo. Oh my God. It's a completely different, it's like a completely different thing. It's almost like, it's like HPA. It's like HPA. Well, guess I'm gonna have to just deck this thing out.
So, how'd it go?
It's amazing. I know, right? I can't even cap.
I mean, to be honest, this is just, everything in this gun is available. If you live in Japan, you can buy from our website,
Yep.
or you can go to any of the stores. If you live outside of Japan, please go visit your local airsoft shop or your regional online retailer, the one you like the most, the one you prefer. Just go there, support them. You can find all of our products there. And the also really important thing is find a good tech.
Yep.
Find a good tech to help you. And yeah,
That's crazy.
everything you can just get, we have. So
Yeah.
if you
That's crazy.
like this or something you enjoy, that you think that you could use this for your MPX, or not just for your MPX, think about this just as a skin. You can put these parts in any of like AEGs.
It's a V2, right?
Yeah, any V2 or any kind of AEGs that you have. And with a little bit of trial and error, some elbow grease, this too can be something that you can own.
Would you say that this is maxed? Like you maxed this out, or could you push this even further?
I think I can push it a little bit further. I would like to be able to say, to run it with 11.1. I think you mentioned that.
Yep.
I would also like to maybe, when time comes, fit EG inner barrel in there.
Yep.
Maybe something at the right length, or maybe a little bit more.
Yep.
But again, it's Japan, right? So we have to play really within the rules. So an extended barrel could mean I could be over the limit.
But this
right?
this is perfect for Japan, because Japan is more about response, like trigger response.
Yes.
This is perfect length for Japanese CQB. Like it's tight here, right? So having this and not having a super long handguard is going to be very beneficial for you. But again, people overseas, the Americans, they can buy like, you know, the Jitsuju parts over there. Japanese players can also do that too. You can make it as long as you want, and then the internals,
Ideally,
man.
I would love to extend my inner barrel to maybe up to here.
Yep.
And then because my Mock suppressor, I can unscrew the cap and put a tracer in there.
Right.
So like maybe have my inner barrel come up to here, put a tracer in there, and then maybe put like a hot button up here and run it to a laser back on the top. But outside of that, it's pretty much set. There's nothing more that I could think of. Maybe a foregrip or something, but like that's about it.
Ergonomics from there, but this thing's already really nice. Very, very nice.
Well, thank you, Mason.
Thank you. Thank you for blessing me.
This is my little baby.
I can't wait to make mine like that.
Yes.
I'm gonna call up a magical tech boy.
Yes, Ryan Sensei.
Yes.
Though he may be standing here, he's always somewhere close.
Yep.
He's not dead, guys. I promise. He's not dead. But hey, until the next episode, thank you for hanging out with us again.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate you coming in town and spending time and talking to you guys as well. Hope you enjoyed Mason's content. If you want to follow his channel, his links are in the description below. And give him a follow. And until the next episode, guys, thank you for watching again.
See you later.
Bye.
ご視聴ありがとうございます。 新商品やパーツ組み込み動画はこちら。
And if you guys are looking for cool gameplay and entertainment content, don't forget to check out our international channel right here. Don't forget to subscribe. Yay!